Welcome to the Uncommon Transformation television series.
You are welcome to Akwa Ibom State, the land of uncommon transformation. Come and join us, live amongst us, and invest, and you will not regret. I welcome you.
The need for good governance, employment generation, protection of the environment, and the provision of sustainable infrastructure in the Niger Delta region as a means to placate the people for years of neglect by successive governments in Nigeria over the degradation of their environment arising from exploration and exploitation of crude oil were some of the issues on the front burner of discourse during the inauguration of the National Council on Niger Delta and Stakeholders Conference held in Uyo, the Akwa Ibom State capital. The choice of Uyo, the Akwa Ibom State capital, for this conference to chart a progressive path for the region could only have been a natural choice. Speaker after speaker and all the participants were unanimous in their opinion that Akwa Ibom has become a personification for good governance in Nigeria and a destination of choice and model for development. The Governor Akpabio-led administration has in the past 6 years built enduring road infrastructure totaling about 1,009 kilometers. These include both state and federal roads. The health sector is enjoying a boost with 5 new general hospitals in the 3 senatorial districts. A referral hospital christened the 20th Anniversary Specialist Hospital is well underway. Pregnant women, the aged and children aged 0 to 5 years are enjoying free Medicare. The education sector is on a steady rise with the introduction of free and compulsory education enjoyed by indigenes and non-indigenes alike. An e-library has been built to complement the government's gesture. The state can also boast of an international airport with maintenance, repair and overhaul MRO facility. The runway is the longest in the country, measuring 3.6 kilometers long. These and many more are the reasons Akwa Ibom has become the beautiful bride of Nigerians, and therefore not surprising that conference after conference are being held here. Nigeria's President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, GCFR, was represented by Vice President Namadi Sambo while inaugurating the council, commended Governor Akpabio for his Uncommon Transformation initiative, which has given Akwa Ibom people a new lease of life. Mr. President spoke on a variety of issues on the way forward for the region, as well as commended his predecessor, led President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua, for initiating the amnesty program, which has brought relative peace to the region.
This program did not only pave the way for the disarmament and demobilization of the militant groups in the region, but also offered a program for their economic and social reintegration into society. In the short run, these measures have helped to improve the security situation in the region and enhance oil production and development activities. Indeed, government has leveraged the prevailing peace to support efforts aimed at bringing permanent succor to every person living and doing business in the region. While pre-amnesty oil production figures went down as low as 700,000 barrels per day, today oil production on the average is about 2.5 million barrels per day. This improvement is undoubtedly attributed to the stable security conditions in the region, resulting from both communal efforts and the amnesty program. We consider it a priority to sustain the consolidation of the current security situation in order to deepen the very foundation of durable and mutually beneficial peace. This is achievable if we forthrightly and with articulation address the development challenges facing the region and the feelings of exclusion and neglect of its people.
Mr. President was not unmindful of the fact that in spite of the gains of the amnesty program, the region still remained vulnerable. It therefore becomes imperative to consolidate and sustain the gains made by the amnesty program.
Our expectation is that with diligent implementation and active stakeholders' participation, this plan will help to drive an investment program of economic and social empowerment that will increase the capacity of communities to partake in their own development processes. To this end, the plan calls for substantial investment in public infrastructure in the communities and also deal with the critical issues of environmental degradation. Today, with the active support and collaboration of major stakeholders in the oil and gas industry, development partners, states, communities, civil society groups, as well as other specialized interest groups, the federal government, through the Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs, is formally launching this ambitious and viable plan and setting the stage for a new reinforced phase of effective development in the Niger Delta.
Buttressing the position of President Jonathan, Honorable Minister for Niger Delta Affairs, Godsday Orubebe, also commended Governor Pabio for his development initiatives that have made Akwa Ibom a positive talking point in Nigeria and beyond.
Let me, on behalf of the management and staff of the Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs, the members of the National Council, and all stakeholders at this occasion, express our appreciation for the warm reception and wonderful hospitality shown by the government and people of Akwa Ibom State. This show of love and togetherness for a common purpose by our host, the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, His Excellency Godswill Obot Akpabio, CON, the uncommon transforming governor, is highly commendable and appreciated.
Orubebe, who said the region is making progress on various fronts, reminded Nigerians that the Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs was created to formulate, coordinate, and execute federal government development initiatives for the Niger Delta region. The ministry, he added, is mandated to initiate, coordinate, manage, and promote policies in the region in concert with local and international support in resolving key security and development challenges. This has given birth to the current development.
Mr. President, as we inaugurate the Council on Niger Delta today, we shall proceed to explore the process of reinforcing the landscape for stability, peace, and development for the people of the Niger Delta. We shall deliver on your commitments to tackle the development challenges in the Niger Delta. I can state here and now that we are not alone in the determination to see to the development of the Niger Delta and this great country. We as a ministry have received commendation support from the United Nations Development Program, UNDP, and other development partners, including the UK Department for International Development, DFID, the United States Agency for International Development, USAID, the World Bank, the European Union, and partnership of this initiative, in the Niger Delta.
Chief host of the occasion and Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Chief Godswill Akpabio, CON, who said he is only a willing tool in the hands of God for the development of Akwa Ibom State, thanked President Goodluck Jonathan and his deputy Namadi Sambo for their love, concern, and progress of the Niger Delta region, describing them as true sons and supporters of the region.
I want to use this opportunity to specifically thank our beloved son, the President, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, GCFR, who is here ably represented by our dear Vice President, Architect Namadi Sambo, GCON, and I want to thank him for always being there for Mr. President. The Vice President inspires all of us with his infectious personality, his personal charm, and his humility. And we see in him a true friend of the President, a true brother of the Niger Delta, and somebody worthy of recognition. We appreciate his partnership with the President of our dear country, which of course, that partnership is already producing results.
While lauding the federal government on the current initiative to chart a new course and path for sustainable development and progress in the Niger Delta, Governor Akpabio brooked no pretenses that the region has suffered a raw deal on account of oil exploration and exploitation. What he expects from the Nigerian state is a hand of fellowship to bail the region from this quagmire. He describes the situation as pathetic and a burden the Niger Delta people have borne with equanimity.
Part of our faith in our nation has been that the nation will see our pains and our agonies, our neglect and our ecological devastation, and extend the hand of friendship to lift us up out of the mess caused by oil. Our source of drinking water have been polluted in almost all parts of the Niger Delta, contaminated by oil drilling, and the process of oil drilling, unfortunately and paradoxically, provide drinking water for other parts of the globe. But we have not given up hope. Our hope has been deferred many times, but we know that suffering may endure for a night, but joy will surely come in the morning. It is in the hope of that morning that we are welcome to Gilgal, Akwa Ibom State, to deliberate on the future development of this region.
Akpabio cautioned against a situation where the National Council on Niger Delta will be reduced to a parastatal under the Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs.
We must translate interest into commitment, and commitment into purpose, and purpose into action. We need action, not speeches. We need development, not sympathy. We need help, not analysis. There is no contending the fact that the present federal government is committed to the development of the Niger Delta region and righting the wrongs of yesteryears. I know you've deliberated on a lot of issues, but permit me to just give my personal opinion on one. It might look very beautiful, to suggest that the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, should be a parastatal of the Niger Delta Ministry. Yes, but there could be a Pharaoh who did not know Joseph, and the children of Israel may suffer. The independence of the Niger Delta NDDC Commission, with its provision that allows the Niger Delta to always head NDDC, such cannot be said of the ministry at the federal level.
Governor Akpabio has said at different fora that when he came into office, he did not like what he saw in terms of mental and physical infrastructure. He was therefore driven by anger to change things. It was that anger that is still burning passionately in him today that has transformed the mindset of the average Akwa Ibom man and tweaked the decayed infrastructure he met on ground and repositioned them fit to drive a 21st century economy. That anger was chronicled by the Minister of State, Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs, Dixon Isiaku. While thanking Mr. President for his continuous desire to improve the lot of the Niger Delta, he did not fail to hail the government and good people of Akwa Ibom for their uncommon hospitality. He made a request of the governor.
A year and a half ago, you told me it's anger that is driving you to do this uncommon transformation. I said that must be a good anger. But that virus needs to be incubated and circulated to all of us so that we too can start that uncommon dance.
Some of the participants at the conference speak out on their perception of the Akpabio administration.
We have seen the excellent jobs being done by the governor and the good people of Akwa Ibom State. Actually, the transformation of the state is highly commendable. Not only on the infrastructure, there are so many things going on that are helping the development of the state.
Honestly, I've been hearing about this state for long, and this is my first time here. And what I've seen, I've really showed that it is what I'm hearing that is on ground. You talk of the uncommon transformation. I've not been to the state. There are people that were here before, they said, yes, you will really know that things have changed. But even not being here before, what I saw shows that things are going on, because I can see the beautiful things. I enjoyed myself, that yes, the state is really doing well and the governor is performing.
Really, there's an uncommon transformation. Somebody who has done something that has not been in the history. We have noticed this within a span of time, within 5 years. He has done a lot of things, empowering the youth, making life very easy with us, with everybody, even the civil servants, in infrastructure development, human development, and all that.
We have individually and privately have sneaked in to find out what Akwa Ibom has been doing before now, and since then I've not been here. For me, Akwa Ibom is still in the lead about our NGO findings, Niger Delta Development Monitoring and Corporate Watch, and it's very impressive. In fact, the Lee Meridian I know being managed, I think this is best, one of the best in Africa. Akpabio is doing well, is working, and we pray that God's will should be done in him, as his name implies. Thank you. This anger of Akpabio should spread like a virus to everybody. That is the belief of some of us, that we go into the Niger Delta struggle proper.
Well, I think Akpabio has done marvelously well in terms of physical development. We have seen the standard. Look at this place. The quality of this structure cannot be compared to.
At a state gala organized in honor of delegates to the conference and attended by top government functionaries and captains of industry, the traditional Akwa Ibom hospitality was put on display. There was music, dance, comedy, talents display, and plenty to eat and drink. Governor Akpabio, who was represented by his deputy, Her Honor Noble Lady Valerie Ebe, thanked the Niger Delta Ministry for choosing Akwa Ibom as venue for the conference, emphasizing that they came to the right place. She reiterated the need to find lasting solutions to the challenges plaguing the region, engendering development.
The Niger Delta, which is the heartbeat of this nation, needs this peace and development first. We in the Niger Delta are aware of the fact that we've lost so much in the position of our environment and degradation. Therefore, when the government has advocated for more money from early education and inferior education, it is to use it to develop an already battered region. This is the time to reward the goose and tell the golden thread. Because what we like is good for the goose is also good for the ganja in the Niger Delta region.
Minister of State for Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs, Dixon Ishaku, who represented his boss, Godstay Orubebe, at the gala, was bowled over at the level of hospitality accorded them, while emphasizing that the Niger Delta will enjoy a new lease of life under the new arrangement. He described Akpabio as a star performer.
Your governor is one of the stars in the country. Because he has displayed an uncommon transformational development. I, by profession, I am an architect planner. And a year and a half ago, when I was here, and he was showing me the various models in his office of what he intends to do, I had to ask him, Mr. Governor, what is it that is propelling you into doing these things? I want to know the hidden secret. He laughed and then mentioned only one word. He said, anger. I think it was this year when we came and he showed me his office, which he had earlier shown me in model form, which has now been built and built in a very beautiful and state-of-the-art manner that I now start recalling when he told me here I have a anger. And I said, oh, maybe we need to pollute Nigeria with angers all over.
It is a general consensus among Akwa Ibom people that what they enjoy should be replicated nationwide. The people call it uncommon transformation.
Uncommon Transformation television series brings you the latest information on the monumental achievements of Governor Akpabio's administration. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube to read the latest news, watch amazing videos, and in-depth interviews with the men and women working hard to make Akwa Ibom State better. You can also log on to our website for more information. Uncommon Transformation television series brings you the right information whenever you need it.